Hi friends, welcome back to DS Lifestyle, and in this video we will be talking about how to groom golden arowanas. So let's get started. I have made a lot of videos on how to groom golden arowanas and red arowanas, and the response on those videos was just fabulous. So I have thought of making one more video on how to groom golden arowana with more precision so that you can understand the technique of grooming golden arowana more easily. See, if you want your arowana to have a very good golden head and very good shine on its scale, then the first thing which your arowana should have is good genetics. If your arowana is having good genetics, good lineage, then a high back will also show shine compared to a low level crossback. And if crossback is also not having a good genetics, then it would not be even optimum as a high back. So what I mean to say by these phrases is that your arowana must have good genetics. If it is having good genetics, then part of grooming will become much more easier for you. To ensure that your arowana is having good genetics, you need to first ensure that the farm from which you are getting the arowana is reputed. I don't mean to say that farms are everything and certificates are everything. These days, many arowanas which belong to low grade farms also have a certificate of very big farm. So what I mean to say by this is that your arowana must have good parents, and you cannot check the parents of arowana. It is not very easy unless you are having a very good contact in this arowana field. So it is better to select the arowana by seeing the potential of the arowana, by judging the quality of its scales, the coloration of its scales, and the shine of its scales. For judging arowana by these aspects, you need to get a golden arowana which is at least, I mean, 1 feet long or 13 to 15, between 13 to 15 inches, because after crossing 12 inches of size, the arowana starts showing its true colors on its scales, and it is easier to predict how the arowana would turn out in future. So that's why it's better to spend some extra money and get a arowana which is above 12 or 13 inches by seeing the true potential of arowana. Getting a small arowana under 10 inches just on the sake of farm or on the name of those big farm on the certificate is like a gamble. You cannot totally predict how that arowana would turn out to be in future. So I recommend you collect some extra cash and please buy a arowana which is above 13 inches. That will help you in getting a better arowana. And if you have money to buy a adult arowana, which is way too expensive, then go for it. Because grooming and care of golden arowana is way too easier than grooming and care of a juvenile arowana. So that's why if you are having the cash in your pocket, then go for an adult red arowana. For grooming a golden arowana, first you need a appropriate tank. The tank size for grooming a golden arowana must be between 2.5 to 3 feet in length. I'm recommending this dimension just for grooming your golden arowana, not for housing your golden arowana for whole of its life. I'm recommending a smaller tank lengthwise because if you have a larger tank, then the time for which your arowana would be exposed to the tanning light would be less. That's why I recommend to groom your golden arowana in a tank which is 2.5 to 3 feet in length for one arowana. This was all about the tank which you need for grooming a golden arowana. Now the second important point is light. So you don't need to get those fancy lights for grooming your golden arowana. You just need to get T5 LEDs, and two T5 LEDs would work for your tank. So you need to place the T5 LEDs at least 1.5 feet from your tank, because if you place those T5 LEDs or any light way too near your arowana, then they will burn the pigmentation of your arowana, which will lead your arowana getting a dark top, and it will erase all the golden head of your arowana. So that's why you need to put some distance between the lights and your arowana. The minimum distance between the water level and of light should be at least 1.25 to 1.5 feet. You can also use standing lights available in market, but please note the minimum distance from tank water level to the light is 1 feet to 1.5 feet. Because if the light is too much closer to the water, then it will burn the pigmentation and the coloration of your arowana's top. So for avoiding that, there must be a distance between them. You must stand your arowana for at least 8 to 10 hours a day, because in nature the arowana gets lighting from sun for 8 to 10 hours a day. That's why you must stand your arowana for 8 to 10 hours. You must also give your arowana white tank treatment in order to increase the scale level or the shine level of your arowana fish. If you want to know about white tank treatment, then please comment in the comment section below. I'll make a separate video on how to do white tank treatment on arowanas and what is the outcome of white tank treatment on arowana. So these were some facts for grooming a golden arowana. If you want to know more about grooming of golden arowana, then please comment in the comment section down below. I'll make one more video on grooming of golden arowana, in which I'll clear how to feed and the filtration of tank of golden arowana. Thanks for watching.